One-on-one and individual tutoring works for struggling students. When I was a teacher in a charter school, I frequently was able to adapt lessons and adjust student schedules to support struggling students through breakout groups and individual sessions. Two quick stories. When I was a fourth grade teacher, I had two students who were recent immigrants to America. I was teaching fourth grade, they were reading on a first grade reading level. So I made the controversial decision to pull them out of social studies indefinitely, and it ended up lasting the entire school year. For the entire year, rather than them going to social studies, they had semi-private reading instruction with me. We purchased this very expensive reading intervention program, and my reasoning was simple. If they couldn't read, the content that they would learn in history class wouldn't really matter. But if they were able to read on level, then eventually every subject would be accessible to them. And the trade-off was real. They lost a year of social studies content, and I sacrificed one of my planning periods. By the end of that year, both girls entered fifth grade on reading level, reading on a fifth grade reading level. And they were able to enjoy social studies and every other content in their classrooms going forward. Second story. In my first year, I was teaching math, sixth grade math, and I was very much just trying to figure out things as I was going. One day I was trying to explain a math concept, and several of the kids just were not getting it. And it was clear that I was the problem. I was the barrier to them learning. So I pulled them aside, put on a Khan Academy video, and had Khan Academy explain the content to them. After we watched it several times, it just clicked for these students. And it was clear that I was the issue and the presenter was more capable of explaining a tricky concept. That evening I texted that video to their parents, and they watched the video before they did their math homework. These interventions were only possible because I had the flexibility to adjust student schedules, because their parents were willing and excellent partners to me in their kids' learning process, because I was willing to give up a prep period, because my school was willing to spend several $1,000s for a reading intervention program for only two students. And all of this was possible without the usual layers of red tape and bureaucracy that are ubiquitous in the education system. The evidence consistently shows that these approaches accelerate learning. The challenge, however, is scale. There simply aren't enough qualified tutors, qualified adults to reach every student who's fallen behind. And the best funded tutoring programs can only reach a fraction of the students who are truly in need. That's where AI and technology hopefully begins to enter our classrooms in meaningful ways. We can start to use these intelligent platforms to target in real time, provide targeted practice for students, give the students immediate feedback and infinite patience in the platform, something that even the best teachers are not able to do in a crowded classroom. The reality is that technology offers the most viable way to close the achievement gap in our schools today, but it is up to the adults, the school administrators, the teachers to use these new platforms in their classrooms and close the achievement gap for our most struggling students.